Get ready because what you are about to hear is funny, shocking, and full of wild moments that will keep you watching until the end. The host welcomed everyone and thanked the audience for joining and watching Global USA News. He said they were broadcasting from beautiful Los Angeles, California, which is also going to host the 2028 Summer Olympic Games. He joked that many people are excited about that future event, but first, the world still has another Olympics to finish. He mentioned that the Winter Olympics in Milan, Italy, officially started tonight. He laughed and asked who was ready for 2 weeks of trying to understand the difference between bobsled and luge. He joked that they should simply call luge sled riding on your back because it would remove confusion for viewers. He talked about how the United States sent 232 athletes, and every athlete has a chance to win a gold medal that could one day be placed around a president's neck. He said it is very exciting. He also joked that they cannot show Olympic footage because the rights belong to NBC and they paid for it. Instead, he said they can show dogs. He moved to talk about the famous Westminster Kennel Club dog show that recently happened in New York. He said the event has been running since 1876 and is known as a strange but wholesome American tradition. He said another strange tradition happens every year where advanced green screen technology is used to remove the dogs from the dog show for comedy. He joked that the results look strange but funny. He announced that the winning dog this year was an underdog named Penny. She defeated more than 2,000 other dogs. Penny became the 42nd female dog to win Best in Show and the first Doberman to win since 1989. He joked about whether the dog should technically be called a Doberwoman because she is female. He made a joke that Dobermans look serious and strong, and he compared them to guard dogs used by villains in cartoons. The host then talked about politics. He mentioned that in Minneapolis, an official named Tom Homan announced that immigration enforcement would reduce some staff because of increased cooperation and safer working conditions. He said 700 agents would be pulled back immediately. The host joked that it feels strange celebrating troop withdrawal from Minnesota. He joked that agents were packing their clothes and going home, and he teased that their families might see them return to living in basements again. He also said that Donald Trump admitted the government might need a softer approach toward immigration. The host joked that this softer approach might help the administration focus energy on upcoming midterm elections. He explained that midterm elections are only months away, and he claimed Trump is working to influence election systems. He mentioned proposals like requiring passports or birth certificates to register voters, saying critics believe such rules could make voting harder for many people. He mentioned Steve Bannon speaking strongly about having immigration agents outside polling stations. The host mocked Bannon by mentioning his legal history and past controversies. He joked that Bannon claimed he wanted to protect elections, even though critics accuse him of misleading supporters in the past. The host remembered Trump once saying people might not need to vote again if he won re-election, and he joked that this sounded like a promise Trump may try to keep. The host then moved to entertainment topics. He talked about a documentary about Melania Trump that reportedly performed well at the box office. He joked that calling it successful might simply mean it lost less money than expected. He said reports suggest ticket sales numbers might have been increased through bulk ticket purchases that were given away to supporters. He compared this situation to past cases where political organizations bought books in bulk to push them onto bestseller lists. He joked about how senior citizens may have received free movie tickets along with their medicine. He said some groups attended screenings wearing matching outfits and joked they looked like documents with blacked out sections. He laughed about the word sus, saying younger people use it to describe suspicious situations. He talked about the film's reviews. Critics gave it a very low score, while audience ratings were extremely high. He joked that the huge difference looked suspicious. He teased that authorities should investigate ticket machines and popcorn sales to see if numbers were real. He also joked about billionaire Jeff Bezos funding projects while cutting jobs at news organizations. Then he mentioned rapper Nicki Minaj, discussing her political views and possibly adding them to her future music. He joked that fans might soon hear strange political collaborations in songs. Then he connected the conversation to Jeffrey Epstein controversies. He said some officials appeared in documents connected to Epstein and criticized leaders who wanted people to move on from the topic. He mentioned public demands for transparency and joked that some emails were heavily blacked out, making them impossible to understand. He joked that transparency does not mean hiding everything behind black lines.
The host then shifted to weather and climate topics. He said Los Angeles had extremely warm weather, while New York experienced freezing temperatures. He joked that warm winter days feel strange and sometimes worrying. He talked about Florida, where cold weather caused iguanas to fall from trees because they are cold-blooded animals. He explained that when temperatures drop, iguanas become stiff and fall to the ground. He joked that some people treat this unusual situation as free food because certain cultures cook and eat iguanas. He laughed about how Florida can turn serious climate events into snack opportunities. He moved to sports and talked about the Super Bowl coming soon. He explained that the Super Bowl is famous for junk food and party snacks. He joked that health officials now want Americans to eat healthier food. He introduced a comedy segment pretending to feature a government health official offering advice for healthy snacks. The character entered while exercising and joked about bringing back diseases like measles, which made the audience laugh because it was obviously satire. The character discussed snack alternatives. He joked that potato chips are unhealthy and replaced them with baby carrots. He made a silly joke about how baby carrots are made, pretending that adult carrots create baby carrots in a funny and ridiculous way. The host reacted with surprise and confusion, making the moment funnier. The character continued talking about chicken wings and claimed they are unhealthy because of fat content. He joked about replacing chicken wings with bat wings, saying fruit bats give both protein and fruit servings. The host argued that such claims made no sense, which increased the comedy. The character insulted the host jokingly and claimed he had medical training, even though the host pointed out that he never attended medical school. The character gave an absurd example about hunting animals as proof of knowledge. He then demonstrated strange cooking methods and added fake ingredients, including joking about using illegal substances as seasoning. The host reacted with shock and quickly tried to stop the situation. They joked about halftime entertainment during the Super Bowl. The character made confusing comments about music performers and said his family prefers watching puppy shows. He made another shocking joke, pretending that instead of watching puppies, they cook and eat them. The host strongly reacted and tried to rescue the imaginary puppy from harm. The scene ended with the host calling security to remove the character from the stage. The character left while shouting about recipes and strange food ideas. The host then thanked the guests sarcastically and returned to the normal show. He announced upcoming celebrity guests and reminded viewers that Global USA News continues to bring entertaining updates, comedy, and trending stories from across America. He thanked viewers again and promised more exciting segments ahead.